All right, so if you are watching this video, I did mention that I was going to share my post-surgery details. welcome to you all. My name is Tosin Ajibade, and this channel is Elder Living with Tosin. So Elder Living with Tosin is where I share my content on elder living lifestyle, gardening, skincare, nutrition, and today I'm giving you a breakdown on what I did after my surgery. So if you are yet to watch that video, I would ask that you please take some time to check out my previous videos on where I shared my story on fibroids and cysts. So I removed fibroids and cysts in 2023, and the journey so far has been hectic, but right now I am 6 months post-surgery, and today I'll be sharing my post-surgery details. So if this is your first time watching this video, welcome. Please do not forget to subscribe. Also share the link, comment, let me see, read from you, let me hear from you, and what will I say? Share the link. But then again, welcome. All right, so let's just get into the video. I know for some people this is their first time watching, and if you are yet to watch my previous videos where I shared my story on how I had a major surgery, so I removed fibroids and cysts, so please catch up. So this video in particular is about the post-surgery process. And in my previous video, I did mention that a lot of people, or a lot of women, focus more on the surgery, but they don't plan for the post-surgery. And this is one of the procedures or processes that I also found myself into. So what I did was I had like a journal. I had a journal that I, updated myself on the things that I was doing after the surgery. So I'm just going to share some of the things that I did. Now, I didn't have any guide. I didn't have any manual or anything to like put me through. So this was something that I just did while during the recovery process, and it has really helped me for 11 weeks. So while I was in the process of recovering, I did my journaling for 11 weeks where I shared where I wrote, I put down the things that I ate, the things that I drank, what I did. If I was going to eat outside, what did I eat? What time did I eat? I did all of that. So I'm just going to share some of those things that I did. And if this is going to help you as a style or a model you want to imbibe, if you're watching this video, I mean, this is something you can do. So let's dive into this video. Okay, so I am going to share one of the journals that I wrote while I was on the sick bed in the hospital, and this was just something that I needed to, put down. Like I just needed to write it, just so that I don't miss the feeling, the emotions, all the details. I just wanted to like express myself, and all I had was just my phone, and I had to pen it down. So one of the things that I wrote was that fear overcame me, but I took charge when I realized that running away from what I needed for my health was not going well. So in the previous video on this channel where I talked about my surgery process, I did mention that it took me 3 years to decide, to do the surgery. And, within the 3 years it wasn't like it was getting any better, but it was just the fact that I was scared. So that fear was just something else. And when I took that decision to take out the fibroids and cysts, it was the beginning of getting better. And even when I took that decision, I was still scared. But I had someone who was with me, and she actually convinced me to, do you know what, Tosin, do this. You need to do this for yourself. So I am one of those people who do not like the word surgery. That word is just scary, like me, scary, like surgery. So I really do not like the word surgery, operation, etc. I don't even imagine myself doing such. Life happened on May 2020, when I did my routine checkup and I was told I had fibroids. That was where my fear and torment began, because I was dealing with PCOS and then fibroids. And I said in Yoruba, Nibola Tujasi. So Nibola Tujasi means that, where are we headed to? I ran another test month after and it was the same result. Then I knew it was real. I told a friend of mine what I discovered on WhatsApp, with fear of what will happen, and how I've heard stories of women who had fibroids. She calmed me down and spoke to me to reach out to a friend. I did reach out to the friend on WhatsApp and she told me how she did hers, and after she discovered it, and even sent me pictures. When I saw those pictures, God, oh wow, it was scary. So she sent me the pictures of the operation she had, and I saw those pictures, and it was terrifying. So my fear increased again, from my friend advising me on taking it out as soon as possible, and also seeing the doctor who did ours on time so I can stop caressing my fears. Like I said again, my fears ate me up. The good thing here is that my friend did not just end the conversation like that. She also came to my house month after to talk to me about it. She knew I was scared and she did all she could to convince me to do it, which I kept saying I would do it, but fear ate me up. December 2020, I had an appointment with Dr. Oluwole. I did all the tests as instructed and I went back with the report. Everything he needed was there. The only thing left for me was to decide when to do the surgery. I paused, and after this moment, I actually didn't go back to my doctor because I was scared. So I paused this conversation after my appointment with the doctor, and I just had the courage to do it 2 years and 11 months after. Can you imagine how scared I was? I also discussed this with another friend who also advised that I remove it, and this was where I was sharing my story with other women who also had fibroids and also went through the same process. And one of the best advice was take it out. And I'm so grateful to these women. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for, helping me through the process and also helping me, get out the fear process. So fast forward to October 2nd, 2023, I got a call from a friend, and while we're in the call, she asked me how far, and I knew what she meant. So she said, Tosin, it's better you remove this thing so it doesn't stay longer in your body. The call ended with me assuring her that I will see to it before the end of 2023. On the other part, I'm also tired of people asking if I'm pregnant or if I just delivered or if, I'm in the whole process. So I was really tired of, questions like that. And at this point, I had nothing holding me back. Fear crept in and I decided to face it once and for all. The week I got into Lagos, I went for another round of health checkup, and the next day I visited Dr. Oluwole, who I met in 2020. So Dr. Oluwole asked me for some reports, which I provided, and he also told me to get back to him once I see my cycle in October. So at this point, I already made up my mind to take it out. My mind was partially ready, but my body was not giving in, so I was started talking to myself about it, assuring myself how it would be a successful surgery. This included prayers and self-talk every day. The day I saw my cycle was the day I knew that you don't go. I knew this was it, and there was no turning back. I informed Dr. Oluwole immediately. This was a trying time for me because I knew I had to face it. My friend also said to me when I gave her the updates that I should not chicken out. It was then I knew I had to be responsible for myself. The support was there for me. Everyone was doing what they could in their own way, and they gave me all the courage I needed to forge ahead. And the same thing applies to my family members. Shout out to you all. Thank you so much for standing by me. To my siblings, to my parents, thank you guys for sticking with me. So I got a message from Dr. Luwale early hours on Wednesday for the date. I looked at the message twice because it was that weekend. He told me to have the blood work done that same morning and let me know when it was done. So I went to the hospital to do my part. Then I was prepped to bring certain things along. I began asking questions from the nurse, and also she also assured me there's going to be a successful surgery. I was told to go home and pack my things, and I was also told to pack my courage, and I told them I don't have any courage to pack. So I got home that day and I started packing, and I had an event the next day, so I had to be ready for the hospital also. I had a successful procedure. Ovarian cysts and fibroids were removed. This was the best decision in 2023 for me. I walked into the hospital on Saturday morning with fear and uncertainty. My sister, Bimbola, was with me and she told me, I got this. I arrived at the reception and I was walked straight into the ward for preparation. I had another round of prayers with my sister, and minutes after we started gisting just to put the fears aside. So you need family support. It is very important, that you have family to support you on this journey. Hours after, I was called into the theater room, and the rest is to the glory of God. I want to say a big thank you to the surgeons, the nurses, and the doctor who ensured that my health came first before anything. Dr. Luwale didn't even ask for the deposit before the surgery. The assurance he gave me was that my health was first and I should forget about payment. That really, really, really surprised me. During my appointment, I asked how much I needed to pay as deposit, and he would reply that until we have a date for the operation, we would discuss it. So during my consultation with Dr. Luwale, I would always ask, okay, so how much should I prepare? How much should I get ready? And he would tell me, when you're ready, don't worry, we'll get to that point. And that was exactly what happened. The money I arrived at the hospital for the surgery, no one asked me for payment. So this is my sincere appreciation to Dr. Luwale and his team for putting lives first before profit. I had a successful surgery. And the aftercare was top notch. I started taking walks in beats the next day with the aid of the nurse on duty. So here is me saying a big thank you to my family, Adenike, Anita, Bami, Biodun, Demolar, Kayla, Remy, and Dr. Munyola for the support, courage, and prayers. So I'm here to encourage you in case you have fears just like me. Don't chicken out. If you need the details of the hospital, just let me know. Send me a mail or comment, drop a comment in the section, just drop a comment and I'll respond to it. And you can always reach out to me, and I really just shared my journal. This was my journal in the hospital 2 days after surgery, and I just needed to read it out loud because this was exactly how I felt after the surgery. 2 days after the surgery, this was exactly how I felt. So please do remember to share this video with a friend just so that they can see the possibilities of taking charge and also ensuring that your health comes first. All right, so yeah, so that was a very, very good journal that I shared. And some of the things that I packed when I was going to the hospital, I packed face towel, tissues, I packed my pillows, my bedspread, brought them from home, slippers, gowns, soap, toothbrush, of course, hygiene, and you also need toiletries, you need pad also. And after the surgery, I was still on the bed, and it was the next day I was told that I would start working. That was my first major work after the surgery, and it was, oh my god. Let me change my laughter. It was terrifying. So I took my first steps, and it was painful. It was painful. It was really painful, but I was told I needed to do it because that would also help in the healing process. So I started taking notes. Girl, your girl was bored. So I started taking notes. With the time I peed, when I do the silent farts, when I take a walk, when they come for my medication, they come to check my BP. I took all the notes. I took the time, all these things happened. And this, happened, day in, day out. Then when I had my first drink, so I had my first drink 3 days after the surgery. And this happened around 2215. This was, yeah, 2215. So I had 4 cups of water. So Eva water, like, and that was my first sip, after the major surgery. And then the next morning, I had the normal procedure, and I was prepped with tea. So I had black tea, 8:34 a.m. the next day. The black tea was just plain, no milk, sugar, nothing. It was just plain for me. So and this was just so the entire process was just prepping my by tummy, just to ensure that okay, everything is there, everything is clicking, so this was very important. And they were doing this under supervision, strict supervision. So everything they were doing was just like I was also following up with the doctors and nurses. So, and I think I had tea again around 3:59, almost 4 p.m. Same day. Then I was introduced to PAP at night. So I was introduced to PAP 8:13 p.m. So 20:13 p.m. I was introduced to PAP. So PAP was like my first major meal after the surgery. Oh, did I even mention that PAP was even the last meal I had before surgery? Because that was what I was told to take. So PAP was the last meal I had before surgery, and PAP was the first meal I had after surgery. So I had PAP around 8 p.m. So why am I sharing all these details? It might sound weird to some people. It might also sound, oh, I think I need this. You really need it, if you are a woman watching and you're preparing for surgery, and these are the things you need to know post-surgery. Because, like I explained earlier, we prepare mostly for the surgery. We don't prepare for what's going to happen to you or to us after surgery, and which is very important. Once you leave the hospital, how would you care for yourself when you get home? How would you clean up? Who do you have? Who's going to be around you when you need help or anything? So these are the things you need to put into place, and like I said, a big shout out to my siblings, my family. They were there for me, helping me, through and through, checking on me all the time, staying with me, and also ensure that I don't lift not even a pen. Oh God. Ensuring that I don't even lift anything, because you cannot lift anything. You dare not carry anything. You dare not say, oh, don't worry, I have strength. Which strength? Which strength do you have to carry anything? So you need people. You need support. Those who can be there for you if you need to, turn and twist and you cannot carry body, very well. They need to help you sit well, stand, and all that. So, and that would also help in your healing process, but you need support. Okay, so so talking about the post-surgery, moments, it's very important that you take note of the things that are happening, with you, your body. You can check your pee, you can check everything, Don't say, okay, don't check everything. It's very important. On the day I was discharged, the matron, sat me down and told me the things that I needed to take after, I think 1 week after the surgery. So for an entire week, I was on tea and pap. It was then I realized that tea and pap will not make you, how will I say it now? Because I had that word, I held it like this, but let me just rephrase it. So staying on tea and pap was very effective, because the first week your body still needs healing. You can't take in hard food, you can't start eating. You are going to hurt yourself from the inside, like you are healing. So do not rush to start eating meal. If short, which meal do you want to crave when you're still in pains? Like, which meal do you want to crave when you're still trying to move, you're still trying to walk, you're still trying to be body and everything? You can't crave any meal. So you need to take it one step at a time. So my matron was, hi, so this is the morning I leave the hospital after the surgery. It has been great so far, with a lot of new discoveries. But I'm grateful to God that I'm fit and I've been checked to leave this morning. She prepped me when I was leaving the hospital, and she told me the week after, that's a week in between, I would then start with soft meals. So soft meals like soft rice, potatoes, like pap, pepper soup, which is very good, no veggies, no lifting of heavy objects. You have to keep cleaning your body. Also keep checking that the incision is dry. See, this part, always ensure that it is dry. Well, if you see your medical doctor, please ask them for better explanation, and please do not take any of my comments here or stories here as your prescription. Please see a medical professional for this procedure. I am here to share my own story and procedure, so please, that's a very big disclaimer I have to put there. So always check the place is dry. Then for protein, you can take 1 egg daily or fish in 2 days. So they will tell you what to do. They will tell you based on your your procedure. So for me, those are the things that I was told. Then I started taking, when I got home, I started taking notes of my first pee in the day, then my first walk, my water sip. So I wasn't sure that I have water in the morning. And I wake up, I do that. So after my water is walk, after walk is pap. After my pap is my meds, rest is walk again. Walk, bathing, pap, meds, like walk, like I'm taking walks and then pap again and then meds and then bed. So the healing process is the post-surgery process for any woman who has taken out fibroids or cysts is to ensure that you rest. All you need to do is to rest, take your meds, walk, rest. Don't do anything. Do not feel like you are, a champion and you have the strength or energy. You cannot do anything. And the reason why I'm sharing all these things, and even for others, for others who have gone through this procedure, is just so that the incision does not open. That will be a major problem again. And even your doctor and your nurse would also advise you when you leave the hospital. So that is why I'll keep saying, ensure that you see a professional, just so that you are in check. Don't carry anything. Don't say you want to lift pot, or you want to lift cast iron pot, or you want to lift metal. Don't touch anything. So that was my own procedure. So the next day is the same thing: pee, walk, pap, meds, tea, walk, pap, meds, walk, pap, meds. Like take walks, very important. I started taking walks 5 minutes. Sometimes sometimes I'll just take 1 or 2 steps and I'm tired already, or the pain is pulling me back. Then I'll just take a rest. I won't force anything, and when I have my energy back or strength, and then I step out again, take a walk. So I was taking walks just within the compound, just take walks. And then when I had the strength to now step outside the gates, I'll then go walk within the estate, and then take walks, stop, take a rest. Once I said I'm feeling dizzy already, I just go back home. So these procedures are very, 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 very important, and you need to also watch yourself when you are doing this. So I mean, like I said, you can always, do your own or write your own. This was my own list, how I journaled everything in terms of the healing procedure. And when I was fit to start eating soft meals, which was a week after I started having soft potatoes, boiled soft potatoes, pepper soup, everything was soft, like, because your body's still healing, so you don't need anything hard. You don't need to, and you need to chew your food completely, like you need to chew it like a baby. God, this procedure just takes me back to starting how to work, how to chew, how to sit, how to stand, how to move, how to, like, you are learning everything all over again. So while you're doing all of that, you also need to ensure that you are doing it well and you're doing it right. So of course, I went through all of that, and I think up until week 5 and week 6. So from week 2, week 3, week 4, I was, taking meals. So let me just jump to week 6 on my journal here. Okay, so there was a day where I woke up, peed, water, walk. Week 6. This is week 6 already. Breakfast. So breakfast, I had pap with banana, dates with syrup, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, green and red grapes, cinnamon and apples. That was my breakfast. And this was just pap. So this was just pap. And then later I had water, then tea. So my tea was fruit tea with apples, grapes, cinnamon, cloves, 20 tea bag, lemon and orange. So they're just like slices in the teapot. Then next, PP water, PT dinner, PT snack, water sleep. So you can see that routine. That was just all I was. You didn't hear me say, oh, I went to work. Which work? Week 6. Okay, so this is, let me just jump to another day. Week 6. Oh, okay. Let me see. I think I like this one I put down. So I woke up around 9. Woke up, water, then water again, then breakfast. So breakfast I had pap with sesame seeds, chia seeds, coconut flakes, dates powder, pumpkin seeds, ginger, turmeric, and cinnamon. That was my breakfast. Homemade, everything, please. Then next I had tea, which was butterfly pea tea with ginger, cinnamon, and lemon. Homemade. Pea water lunch. I had kidney beans with chickpeas and mushroom stew. Homemade. Evening walk, water, pea comfort food. I had comfort food and then later sleep. So week 6, I was still active. Very active. Walks, taking my pap, taking my tea, eating my soft meal, eating healthy meals, and just ensure that everything is in check, and whole. And even as at this time, I was not even sure if I could travel or anything, because I didn't want problems. So I was just ensuring that I did everything right, according to what the doctor said. Okay, so I'm moving on to week 8. So week 8, week 8 is New Year. Happy New Year, week 8. And week 8, I still had my routine. Wake up, water, tea, walk. Then I had a fruit bowl on this day, grapes with apples, blueberries, and pineapple. And I had homemade carrot juice. So for the carrot juice, I had lime, cucumber, and apples. So I took all these details not because I just wanted to be sure of what I was taking in my body. Hence why I'm sharing openly now. So then next was pea, then lunch. So for lunch, I had potatoes and sauce, homemade. Then sleep, then tea, then walk, water, dinner, water, tea. So the routine was still, steady. And this is this was my note from week 8. So I'm saying all of this so that you understand you need to ensure that you do well by keeping fit. One of the things you will need to do is to ensure that you take your walks, very important. And the walks would actually help in helping your body. Of course, you sweat out. You'd also help you stay in shape, and also help your body movement, because you need motion all the time. For women dealing with PCOS, you need exercise. You can't do the rigorous ones. Walking is one of the recommended form of exercise that you can do. And if you feel that you have any other suggestions or anything, please see your fitness coach for proper advice. Yeah. So this was, let me just say, week 11. So this was week 11 post-operation, and this was my journal. And I had already completed week 10 weeks. So as at this week, I was taking my walks regularly. Now I was taking walks for about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 30 minutes. I was getting stronger week in, week out. So as at week 11, I was taking walks for 45 minutes, sometimes 1 hour. I'll do my walk straight up in the morning, and I'm like, go girl. So then after walks, I take water. After water, I take my first meal, which is my breakfast, pap, of course. And after pap, I then rest, then lunch, then start working. I start working, bit by bit, so working on my laptop mostly and all. So this was the journey. This has been the journey so far regarding the post-surgery process, and I really hope this video will help someone watching. Yes, I really hope this will help you form a decision, take bold steps, bold moves to document everything. So I was able to document my post-surgery process when after the hospital stay, when I got home week 1, week 2, up until week 11. I was able to document everything I did, and the exercises I did, the food I ate, the things that I did, everything was documented. So this is to encourage you watching, and also any other woman out there who is in the phase of going through this major surgery procedure and you're thinking of what to do. This will definitely help you. So I hope with these few points of mine and my story here, I hope this would encourage you to please step out of your comfort zone, kill that fear, and ensure that you go for the surgery. And, see your doctor, see your medical professional, see a medical professional. Ensure that you have all your tests done. Ensure you have all the tests done. Speak with your family, speak with your close friends if you want to. Share with them, let them know where you're at in life and with your health. Let them know that you need them to be there for you, and obviously they'll show that support and love for you. So I want to wish you very successful, surgery. You will come out stronger, bolder, and this is me 6 months after. Health is wealth. I feel so good. Like 6 months after, I feel so good. I look good. Like people see me now and they're like, Tosin, you lost weight, and I'm like, yes, I lost weight. I lost weight. Yes, I actually lost weight. I did. Before the surgery, I was 88 kg. And no, I was 82 kg before the surgery. After the surgery, I was 75 kg. I think when I went for my first checkup, I was 79 kg. And as of last week, before this video, I was 76 kg. You just have to maintain it, yo. Just maintain it. So maintain. Ensure you eat healthy foods. Eat them. Get your foods or your veggies, your fruits from farmers, local farmers in your community or your location, and also ensure that you keep fit. So thank you so much for watching, and if this video has been helpful, please subscribe to this channel, share this link, comment. I want to hear from you. I want to read from you. I want to really read from you, and I will see you in my next video, of course. Until next time, it's bye from me. Au revoir.